wholeheartedly that I did not wake up like this. And what do I mean, you might be asking? Well, let me tell you. At this particular moment, I'm a little stressed. It's been a tough morning. But guess what? Two things I know about stress. Number one, it can work in your favor if you let it. And number two, if you don't learn to let it work in your favor, it is absolutely a killer. It can cause heart disease, heart stroke, heart attacks. It can absolutely cause other dis-ease and ailments in your body like cancer. Yeah, it sure can. And so we have to, as a culture, as a country, as a people, learn to manage stress. It ain't going nowhere. And we don't want to go anywhere prematurely. So we need to manage it. So when I get overwhelmed or stressed, and we all do, I don't reach for a bottle of bubbly beer. I don't even drink beer. Nor do I reach for a glass of wine. But what I do reach for is a cup of tea. And if you notice, this tea isn't just any tea. This is organic tea, which is important. Which is important to me, that I know that I'm not using something that has pesticides or GMOs or other things inside that will be counterproductive to my good health. So that's number one. The next thing I want you to notice, because there's so many variations of tea, is that this is ginger tea. And we are going to talk a little bit about ginger today. Did you know that Eastern Indians, the country India, as well as Asians, Asia, they are a people or cultures in this world that have the lowest incident of cancer? You have to wonder why. And here's the answer. It's what they eat. And I don't mean rice and all of those things. What I'm talking about is even if they're cooking rice, they use heavy doses of ginger and some other things like turmeric. And we'll talk about turmeric later as well. You say tomato, I say tomato. Nonetheless, we will talk about that wonderful spice, turmeric also. But for now, we're talking about my beloved ginger. Ginger root is so exceptional, and I'll tell you why. Because while stress may cause dis-ease in our body, so does inflammation. Think about it. Lupus, arthritis, any type of joint pain, any type of swelling. You've got swelling for whatever reason. That's all inflammation. Inflammation itself is a killer. And so ginger is an anti-inflammatory. I mean, isn't God stupendous? Like, you don't even need a prescription for an anti-inflammatory. Just add ginger to your diet, okay? So I'm going to show you how so easy this is to use so that I can get to my ginger tea that's steeping and waiting for me. So ginger comes looking like this, various shapes, and it's all the same. And it has a very light, thin skin. Yep, it's a thin skin, so don't hurt its feelings. Anyway, it has a very thin skin that you can shave off by itself. You see that? It's coming right off. I want you to see that. And then you're going to get to the meat of the root, and that's the good stuff. And the same thing applies to the meat of the root, that you can just shave it off. Look at that. Look how easy that is coming off. So easy. And what I like to do is when my water is boiling, I like to add that fresh ginger, grated ginger, right to my water. So I know that I'm getting that, all emulsified in there, and I don't have to worry later. Now, you will have some shavings, and just treat it like pulp from an orange juice. The other thing that I do is to get the benefits of this beautiful lemon, because as we know, lemons clean the lymphatic system. You don't want a clogged lymphatic system. You want to keep your body drained and flowing freely, and a clean lymphatic system is essential. And guess what? If you have had cancer and you don't want any reoccurrences, and more importantly, you've never had it and you want to stay clear of it, keep your lymphatic system clean, okay? So, lemon, ginger root, and then my beloved honey. Oh, my dear sweet, we will do a show on honey by itself soon. But in the meantime, just let me tell you a few things about honey. Honey is a miracle substance in the earth. It is absolutely beautiful. And it's so many rich health benefits. It helps with our healing. It helps with digestion. You got a sore throat, beautiful hair. It makes it soft and shiny. All kinds of things, health benefits with honey. But one of the things that you really want is raw and unfiltered. That means it's in its pure form. The other thing you want is you want to get honey that is local to your region, because in order to stay free of allergies or even to combat allergies, use your local honey because it's been pollinated. So it knows all the grass and the flowers in that area that you could potentially be allergic to, causing allergic reactions. This is going to ease that and eradicate it in some cases. So local honey, a teaspoon a day. You've heard an apple a day keeps the doctor away. Teaspoon of honey a day keep those allergies away. Mama Sophia done told you. Okay, so now while we've been speaking, I have had a delicious cup of ginger tea steeping. So now I have my ginger tea. I squeezed a little bit of that organic lemon inside to get the benefits of that wonderful juice. And also just a little bit of that local honey, stirred into it. And now I can sit and de-stress and regain my composure and take in a lot of health benefits at the same time. This is Mama Sophia. Salud.